My favorite artists, performers, or comedians always tend to be the ones who tiptoe the lines of what we deem acceptable forms of self-expression. These are people that challenge the status quo, people willing to put themselves on the line, willing to explore offensive, introspective, or just plain messy or dirty topics. They had the ability to express what we all feel, but can't explain. One of my all-time favorite comedians was Bill Hicks.
You know why our institutions are failing us? The church, the state, everything's failing. It's because they're no longer relevant.
By the way, if anyone here is in advertising or marketing, kill yourself. He's going to be a joke coming. There's no fucking joke coming. You are Satan's spawn, filling the world with bile and garbage. You are fucked and you are fucking us. Kill yourself. It's the only way to save your fucking soul.
I want my children to listen to people who fucking rocked! I don't care if they died in puddles of their own vomit! I want someone who plays from his fucking heart!
Quit putting a goddamn $sign on every fucking thing on this planet!
And tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, they're selling your fucking life out from under you. Don't you ever fucking forget it either. There's dick jokes coming up. Please relax.
What's going to happen to the arms industry when we realize we're all one? It's going to fuck up the economy.
Today, a young man on acid realized that all matter is merely energy condensed to a slow vibration, that we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There is no such thing as death. Life is only a dream, and we're the imagination of ourselves. Here's Tom with the weather.
He riffed on topics very few comedians would even think about touching, and he did so in such a brilliant way. He had absolutely zero need for approval. He was able to handle the tension of the audience not laughing in a way very few performers could do. He was able to handle it so well that he was completely willing to alienate parts of the audience, if it meant getting his real point across. One of the best examples of someone embodying the spirit of Bill Hicks, challenging our preconception of how we view comedy, is the insanely creative, thoughtful, and talented musical comedian Bo Burnham.
My ex-girlfriend had a really weird fetish. She used to like to dress up as herself and then act like a fucking bitch all the time. Hans Taywin.
Can you do a little bit of this thing?
He's a Dutch absurdist. One of the things he does is he brings out a sock puppet, which is a black sock.
See, already I don't like them.
Yeah, no. all right, it's a white sock.
Oh,
and then when did my mother first describe gay sex to me? Good question. I was 8 years old. She said, what happens when two men love each other like that? What they do is they take off all their clothes, they get into bed, and they shit on the Bible!
Bo never dove into the realms of politics, war, corruption, or poverty like Bill had. In his own words, he said,
Revealing yourselves.
I never talk about what I really think about on stage directly because I don't value what I think at this point about those issues. Well, just really, like, I don't think anyone wants to get up and hear a 20-year-old, like, tell them what they think about how the world works.
Would you do me a favor?
But what Bo was able to do was provoke our thought process on a completely different level. From his first songs that blew up on YouTube, to his witty one-liners and self-deprecating humor.
And I masturbate because I'm the only one whose standards are low enough to fuck me.
To his incredibly deep song lyrics. As he evolved as a performer, he continued to find new, thought-provoking ways of getting his message across.
It's a consummation devoutly to be wished to die, to sleep. To sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death, what? Dreams may come, and we have shuffled off this morning coil, must give us pause. Like what?
He had such a hidden cleverness in so many of the songs he performed. If you weren't paying very close attention, the deeper meaning would pass right over your head. Many of his songs showcased a brilliant play on words. He had an incredibly unique use of language, and I was amazed that I could listen to his songs dozens of times and grasp a different meaning buried in the same lyrics I had heard so many times before. Bo's act in a college audience seemed to be a match made in heaven, with astonishingly clever songs like New Math,
and Santa Claus multiplied by I. Well, I guess that makes him real, and the square root of the NBA is
songs like Nerds and My Whole Family Thinks I'm Gay, detailing the struggles of growing up seemingly out of the loop of the cool kids.
Even my boyfriend thinks I'm gay. Just another motherfucker.
His earlier songs were very clever and seemed like the creation of an innocent, eager young man just wanting to put his art out and get noticed. We saw a change in him when he put out his first non-comedic song, Art is Dead.
Would you do me a favor?
So I just kind of make jokes.
Would you do me a favor? Would you do Art is Dead? Yeah. Because I think that song says everything that I think I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'll do that one, yeah.
Oh, he's a prop comic.
Detailing the harsh truths of how show business really operates, as well as his own emotions of not feeling that he deserves the attention he's getting.
Been to a birthday party for children. One of the children won't stop screaming, cause he's just a little attention attractor. When he grows up to be a comic or actor, he'll be rewarded for never maturing, for never understanding or learning. Every day can't be about him, there's other people, you selfish asshole. Must be psychotic, it must be demented to think that I'm worthy of all this attention, of all of this money.
He goes even deeper in the finale to his second special, What?, with the song We Think We Know You.
That's the end of the show. I probably should have ended it on a sort of higher note there. But yeah, that's the end of What? I hope you liked it.
Bo, oh my God. How are you? I haven't seen you since like freshman year. Oh my God. You're so
It starts out with him dealing with what we could assume are various encounters he has throughout his life. A fan with a superficial infatuation with him. An agent trying to grow the Burnham brand.
Studies, young people do not respond to this.
Three separate interactions converge into one main point that becomes the theme of the song.
We think you've changed, bro. We know best.
You suck.
We think you've changed, bro. We know best.
You suck.
We think we know
you.
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 We think we know you. A seemingly small, what one could describe as first world problem, yet one that is very real and we all seem to face. People always love to put you in a box. They love to categorize you. It just makes things simpler. It makes their world easier to understand. After all, we can't go around thinking about all the infinite complexities hidden deep within every person we meet. There is not enough time in the world, so we fit everyone we know perfectly into a category, based on a small amount of knowledge we have of them. It was when we were nearing the end of his third special, Make Happy, that we all experienced one of the most real moments I had ever seen from a performer.
Could we get the house lights up for a second? Could you let the lights on stage, let the artifice fade away? Now we're all the same. I mean, you're all facing this way still. You know, I look out at you and it's a very diverse crowd. I mean, more European than I would have hoped, but we'll get there. I look at the young people, you know, and I feel like I was born in 1990 and I was sort of raised in America when it was a cult of self-expression, and I was just taught, you know, express myself and have things to say and everyone will care about them. And I think everyone was taught that, and most of us found out no one gives a shit what we think. So we flock to performers by the thousands because we're the few that have found an audience, and then I'm supposed to get up here and say, follow your dreams, as if this is a meritocracy. It is not, okay? I had a privileged life, and I got lucky, and I'm unhappy. They say it's like the me generation. It's not. It's not. The arrogance is taught, or it was cultivated. It's self-conscious. That's what it is. It's conscious of self. Social media, it's just the market's answer to a generation that demanded to perform. So the market said, here, perform everything to each other all the time for no reason. It's prison. It's horrific. It is performer and audience melded together. What do we want more than to lie in our bed at the end of the day and just watch our life as a satisfied audience member? I know very little about anything, but what I do know is that if you can live your life without an audience, you should do it.
He has ranted in interviews about the vapidness of a social media culture. Everyone is creating these curated versions of their own lives that are impossible to live up to. As a people, we demanded a platform to perform, so the market gave it to us. There's no substance. There's no need to be thoughtful. There's no need to spend countless hours working and honing a craft. No need for genuinely expressing yourself through an art form. You can skip all of that. Just post your rant onto Facebook. No one is really listening, but enough people hit that like button that we get our little dopamine spike for the day. We used to glorify icons and celebrities based on their merit. Whether or not you like Jimi Hendrix's music, you could feel the soul of his art oozing out from every pore. Now, we glorify celebrities simply for living their lives. The work they put out simply isn't good enough. Yet we don't hold them accountable to any kind of standard. Everything has become homogenized. There's no depth. Our attention spans have been damaged by 30-second viral videos and clickbait titles. One of my favorite lines from Terrence McKenna, a personal hero of mine, was when he said,
"The nexus of space and time, where you are now, is the most immediate sector of your universe. And if you're worrying about Michael Jackson or Bill Clinton or somebody else, then you are disempowered. You're giving it all away to icons. Icons which are maintained by an electronic media."
We exist in a culture that says your experience is not valid. So we then outsource our own experience to icons. We live vicariously through reality TV and celebrity gossip. We cultivate this curated representation of our lives and put it on display through social media. We hope it lives up to the icons we immortalize. Yet no matter how well we portray this curated life, still, nobody gives a shit. Yet we keep trying, hopelessly performing at each other day after day.
It's all cultural diversion, and what is real is you and your friends and your associations, your highs, your orgasms, your hopes, your plans, your fears.
What is real is you and your experience. But we're told no, our experience is irrelevant. You can sense the conflict in Bo coming through in his performance. He had a career that was completely made possible due to social media. The best part about something like YouTube is that everybody has a voice. The worst part about YouTube is that everybody has a voice. But still, people like Bo never would have gotten noticed in the old form of media. His type of performance art is one that could only exist through this platform, the very platform he has ranted against. And rest assured, this irony is not lost on him. He stated in interviews that his entire show is an act of hypocrisy. He acknowledges how lucky and fortunate he was to find a voice, an audience to appreciate his work. But that same medium he used to find his voice, he now calls prison and horrific. What can be true to ourselves one moment is false the next. Our thoughts, states, and emotions are in a constant state of flux. And I think what comes out of this is an obligation to act through an interpretation of your truth, whatever you feel that is in the moment. Bo knew he had a privileged life, yet in this moment, right now, he was unhappy with how it all worked out. That is what was true to him, and he spoke about it. Topics like this can be hard to face, yet Bo forced us to do it anyway. I think we all collectively cringed when he was going down this path. We didn't want to face it. Go back to the jokes, the playfulness, the silliness, we said. I believe the truly revolutionary artists are ones who challenge the form, who push the boundaries of what we find acceptable. Bo was going to make us deal with this no matter what, no matter how much we wanted to hide from it.
And now you're thinking, how the fuck are you gonna dig the show out of this weird hole? Oh, you want me to be funny and make a point? Nah. Batman. So, how do we do it?
Bo then cracks into his finale to the show entitled Can't Handle This. It starts in typical Bo Burnham fashion. He lightheartedly makes fun of Kanye West.
Power. His $90 t-shirts weren't selling very well. That was most of it. And I watched this.
As the music starts to build, he begins his rant on the width of Pringle cans and Chipotle overfilling his burrito.
Got myself a chicken burrito.
Now, I haven't heard this directly from Bo, just what I've read out of the many speculations from fans. But given how Bo presents his shows, and his uncanny ability to play on words and hide meaning in the seeming randomness, I find it very unlikely that he's not creating a metaphor with these lines. He keeps repeating the line,
I wouldn't have gotten half this shit if I knew it was gonna fit in the burrito. Alright, look. I wouldn't have got the lettuce if I knew it wouldn't fit. Wouldn't have got the cheese if I knew it wouldn't fit. Wouldn't have got the peppers if I knew they wouldn't fit. I wouldn't have got half of it like I'm okay.
As he's going down the burrito line, everything looks amazing. He wants to add it all to his burrito. Finally, he gets to the end of the line. He's arrived. He's made it. His life and his career are better than he could have ever envisioned. And suddenly, everything starts spilling out of the burrito. He says, "You should have warned me. Someone should have told him what would happen if he got into this. He wouldn't have gotten into half of it if he knew what it really meant." For all Bo Burnham fans, when he spoke the line,
I don't think that I can handle this right now. Handle this right now. I don't think that I can handle this right now. I don't think that I can handle this right now. I don't think that I can handle this right. I don't think that I can handle this right. Look at them, they're just staring at me like, come and watch the skinny kid with a steadily declining mental health, and laugh as he attempts to give you what he cannot give himself.
I think collectively all of our hearts broke. How could this person who's been such a source of joy, laughter, and good emotions be unhappy? It just didn't feel right. One of our icons, one of those people we put on a pedestal and glorify, he is unhappy. If he is unhappy, what could this mean for me? We're not supposed to feel sad at a comedy show. I came here to laugh. Just make me laugh. But he didn't care how uncomfortable it made us. He was going to say what he felt, no matter what.
You don't even know the half of this right now. Right now. Handle this right. I'll handle this right. Handle this right now. Thank you. Good night. I hope you're happy.
Stand-up comedy and comedy seems so inherently Western. So, like, to understand Eastern... Oh. And that might be me being stupid.
No, you're...
But, like, how does that affect your perspective on comedy? Because I don't
lay
really
down
think
some
of
wisdom,
Eastern.
man. Wow.
Yeah. What happened?
Oh, yes. That is the correct question. The answer to that takes a tad of time. I think the Eastern philosophy really encourages authenticity, and nothing but authenticity. What I saw when I saw you on stage is I didn't see a fake moment.
But here's where it gets difficult to explain or understand, is that Bo actually, when he performs his...
I hope that you had gut trembling or something resembling fun, and if you watch this thing alone, probably didn't laugh, but maybe a few times you exhaled out of your nose. But if you hated it, that's fair. But either way, could you find a little more time for a parting questionnaire? On a scale from 1 to 0, are you happy? 'Cause you're on your own from here, so are you happy? I'm open to suggestions. Are you happy? But what the fuck kind of question is, am I happy? I really wanna try to get happy, and I think that I could get it if I didn't always panic every time I'm unhappy. Like I'm owed some life, or I'm always like happy, which is stupid because I wouldn't even want it if I got it. Wait, oh God, my dad was right. So if you know or ever knew how to be happy, on a scale from 1 to 2 now, are you happy? You're everything you hated. Are you happy? Hey look Ma, I made it. Are you happy?